Hi. Okay, so we're going to continue on with some handstand prep. But let's start this one in tribal position and adjust your feet so that you can have the heels on the ground if that's accessible for you. And just start to rock a little bit. You can work the elbows inside the thighs, starting to push the thighs wide just as the heart center rises skyward. You can bring your arms forward, roll the wrists out because we are going to be transferring weight into the wrists. And you can just start to kind of push the shoulders inside or the tricep inside and exalt. Bring that right arm up nice and high. Find that length. Inhale, left arm skyward. Softening the hips, letting the tailbone melt to the earth. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, right arm skyward. Open that right hand side rib cage up. Using the left shoulder, left tricep in the inner thigh. Think about pushing that right knee wide. Exhale, glide it down. Last one. Inhale, left fingertip skyward. So thinking about the left hand side rib cage floating. Gently push that left knee back with your glutes. Going to open that up, and then we'll come back to center. Now let's bring the hands, interlace the fingers, roll them out a couple times. Now if this doesn't feel comfortable to stay in tribal, you can always transfer out of that, but the goal of being in this position is we're getting that beautiful compression through the ankles, through the knees, through the hips, and then roll the wrists. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna stay in that tribal position. What we're gonna start to do is thinking about transferring some weight forward and then melting back. Now, however that looks for you, it doesn't matter. Even if you're kind of here and we just start to lift, think that you're getting some helium action through the heels, lifting up. Now, if it's accessible for you, you can start to jump a little bit. So floating, the heels coming back down. We're gonna do 10. Don't worry about whatever. If there's no float time, just get those feet off the ground. If you can't get the feet off the ground, it's still just that transfer, okay? And then we just start to get a little bit more comfortable with getting forward. That's it. Heels up high, or they're low. Wherever you are, you're only there because of the consistency of doing a movement. If it's not accessible to lift, do not worry. If you just do this, if you did this 10 times, right? Even my quads in this position are burning. Give them a little stretch. But allowing yourself to transfer that weight over, even if your feet aren't leaving the ground, you're still learning to transfer the hips above the shoulders, above the heel of the hand. And we're also, as we melt back and forth, it's almost kind of massaging the low back, the spine, right? Because if we come from here to here, think about that beautiful compression that we're feeling in through the hips. And then you can come back to tribal. So then now what we can do as well to start to explore that strength is start to lift up nice and high onto the toes, and let's tuck the knees up in the tricep and start to transfer forward into Kakasana or crow. Okay, lifting up nice and high, and maybe you flirt with it by lifting one foot and then come back down. Whenever you need to readjust, roll your wrists, lift up, flirt with it, left foot. Now, if this is accessible to you today, get up nice and high on the toes and transfer that weight. Now, even if the feet don't leave the ground, I'm still building strength here. But then we can maybe float and stay. Wherever your end point is today, let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slower than you would like. Come back down. Glide your hands to heart center, blink your eyes closed. We're gonna do 2 more sets. Make yourself comfortable here. Come back to that nice deep inhale, exhale. Try to keep it insular, keep it in. The mouth zipped closed. 2 more breaths and then we'll go again. Beautiful. Hands placed forward, get up high on the toes. Now remember, wherever your edge is, as long as you're doing your best expression, you're benefiting there. If your feet are on the ground, but you're transferring the weight into the hands, That's it, nice and strong. We'll stay for 5. Hug the belly button and push the ground away. 4, 3, nice and strong. 2, 1. Can you stay longer? Push. See, my knees are starting to slide down. I'm fatiguing a little bit. Push. 3, 2, 1. Exit. Nice and slow. Slide the heels back down to the earth, hands to heart center, plug the thumb in. Now if you feel your heartbeat is increased a little bit here, you're breathing, that's feeling alive. Your body now is like, okay, she's serious. She wants to get stronger today. We're gonna take one more opportunity to do that now. Last one. If you need a little stretch out too, take that little stretch. Sometimes my quads and my hammies from being in a compressed position, take it. This is your body, it's your journey, so make it feel good for you. That doesn't mean it's not challenging, and it doesn't mean that you're not confronting that feeling of questioning if you can do it, but as long as it's your best expression, there will be growth, there will be change, there will be progress. Hands on the ground. Get those knees up nice and high, get up high on the toes. Last one, transfer. We're gonna stay here for 10. Let's go 10, 9, push nice and strong. 8, 7, hug the belly button and push the mat away. 6, 5, stay with it. 4, if you come down, you still have time to get back up. 3, 2, 1, slower than you'd like. Oh, gently come out. And now you can just come to cross-legged position and rock a little bit, releasing any of that tension or tightness from holding in the upper body. Think about kind of gliding the rib cage from side to side, shoulder blades softening along the back of the rib cage. Head can become heavy. And then come all the way up. So try that, see how you go. Every time you step onto your mat, every time you decide to do one of these exercises, just put your best foot forward and it will change. You will get stronger. Have an awesome day.